Welcome to Cosmological Arguments. I'm your host, John Bannan. The argument from composite parts. The argument from composite parts proves the existence of God by demonstrating that an uncaused, singular, non-composite we call God is necessary for the existence of all composites in the cosmos. We observe from the cosmos that all composites are caused by their parts. Causation itself is the formation of a composite from parts in physical reality. The cosmos itself is a composite made of parts consisting of each moment in time with its physical reality. We also observe that composites themselves are made of composites. However, a composite cannot be made without parts, and because more than one part is a composite, a single part which causes all composites must be real because composites cannot come from nothing. That single part which causes all composites must be an uncaused non-composite because parts would otherwise cause it to be a composite. Because all physical reality forms a composite with space-time, then the single uncaused non-composite cannot be any sort of physical reality. We call this single uncaused immaterial non-composite God. Everything in physical reality is a composite. It is made of parts, and those parts are themselves composites made of other parts. And even an indivisible smallest unit of matter is still a composite because it exists in space-time. So you can imagine space-time, the quantum field, which is part of physical reality. It's a created thing. It's created by the expanded singularity in Big Bang cosmology. Even the appearance of something in space-time is itself a composite of space-time and the thing itself. So physical reality that appears and disappears, such as virtual particles, or let's say a photon which gets absorbed and then re-emitted, they are still composites in space-time itself. So it's a composite of space-time and the photon, or the indivisible unit of matter. And the entire cosmos, the entire block universe, is a composite made of each moment of time, each slice of the block universe, each moment of time, each frame in the film of the movie of the cosmos is in fact a part of a composite. It is a part of the entire cosmos or block universe. So because we observe from the cosmos that everything is in a composite and made of parts, and those parts are themselves composites, there has to be some single uncaused non-composite that is responsible for the creation of all the composites in the cosmos, or essentially the creation of the cosmos itself. Now, this idea of a single uncaused non-composite that doesn't have any parts, that's not made of parts, is another way of also saying divine simplicity, that God has divine simplicity. God's not made of parts. Causation in physical reality, so natural causation as opposed to metaphysical causation, is the creation of a new or different composite. That's what physical causation is. Um, so there must be something responsible for all these composites in the cosmos, because all these composites have to be made from other composites, which are parts that are also composites. And eventually it has to come to a single uncaused non-composite uh, outside of space-time, because space-time is also a composite. And that's what we call God. If you want to use a symbol for the argument from composite parts, I would use this one. And what this essentially is showing is that everything is a composite and is made of parts which themselves are also composites, uh, and made of parts which in turn are also composites. And then eventually you have to reach um, the single uncaused non-composite that's responsible for the creation of all the composites in the cosmos. Uh, all right, I hope you learned something.